Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. A slipper made of glass is just a shoe, and dreamers never make a dream come true. Impossible.
Quiet now. Here comes the prince.
Have any of you seen Lady...
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see. And the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me. Is waiting somewhere for me.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see. is waiting somewhere, somewhere for me. The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear
are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever
know. I'm waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me. Is waiting somewhere, somewhere for me.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman, Gregory James is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, son of Her Majesty Queen Constantina, Charlotte Ermentrude, Guinevere Maisie, Margarita is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
They've spread the message far and wide. The prince is giving a ball. They say he wants to find a bride. He may find one at the ball.
If only he'd propose to me.
I wish that he'd propose to me.
Just leave the hair and clothes to me. The prince is giving a ball.
And now, if you please, the Grand Degree, some Paul de Soie with frills, a silky sateen, an aubergine, or red if someone spills. Surely I'll need a side of ham and lots of beef fillets, some marbleized steaks, a rack of lamb, and veal you raised double ways. Limburger Swiss and gourmandise, cheddar Gruyere and blue. Chunks of Swiss in barrels, please, make sure that it's holy too. Puddings and pies and rum soufflés, succulent chocolate rounds, cream puffs they can chew away to gain some royal pounds. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. 400 poppies, 600 roses, 800 lilies, Christopher Rupert, 1,000 oranges, 2,000 plums, Windermere, Vladimir, Carl Alexander, raspberry, blueberry, strawberry, gooseberry, Francois, Reginald, Lancelot, Herman, son of Her Majesty, Queen Constantina, chocolate and cheddar, and Charlotte and Maisie, son of his caviar, King Maximilian, Godfrey, Ladislaw, Leopold, Sydney. Sydney! Is it giving a ball?
Mild and as meek as a mouse. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Egyptian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in my land. I'm an heiress who has always had her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl, men go mad for love's a game. I can play with a cool and confident kind of air, just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone, in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a thief in Calcutta, I'm a queen in Peru, I'm a mermaid dancing upon the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport, and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to seek my quarry, and I find I've got to bring my gun. I am lost in the jungle, all alone and unarmed, when I meet a lioness in her lair. Then I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone, in my own little chair.
This isn't about love, it's about marriage. Have I taught you girls nothing? Falling in love with love is falling for make-believe. Falling in love with love is playing a fool. Caring too much is such a juvenile fancy. Learning to trust is just for children in school. I fell in love with love one night when the moon was full. I was unwise with eyes unable to see. I fell in love with before the moon was full. I was unwise with eyes unable to see. I fell in love with love, with love everlasting. But love fell out with me.
Go to the ball? Me? Why would I want to go to the ball? I'd much rather sit here by the fire. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I am in the royal palace of all places. I am chatting with the prince and king and queen. And the color on my two stepsisters' faces is a queer sort of sour apple green. I am coy and flirtatious when alone with the prince. Oh, Your Highness. I'm the belle of the ball in my own little corner, all alone. I wish I could go to the ball.
Fal-de-ral and fiddly-dee, fiddly-faddly-faddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle.
Who are you? I'm your fairy godmother, honey. You? You got a problem with that? Because if you'd rather have some old lady in a tutu sprinkling fairy dust on your hair.
No, I'm sorry, I just never dreamed.
Fal-de-ral and fiddly-dee, fiddly-faddly-foodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. A slipper made of glass is just a shoe. And dreamers never make a dream come true. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such fal-de-ral and fiddle-dee-dee, of course, is impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Impossible.
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 to become a golden carriage is possible. For a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage,
And for white mice are easily turned to horses. Such follow their all and fiddle-dee-dee, of course, is quite possible.
it's possible. For the world is full of zanies and fools
Who don't believe in sensible rules
and won't believe what sensible people say.
And because these Dapton do-it-I don'ts keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible. It's
It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage.
And for white mice are easily turned to horses. Such follow their all and fiddle-dee-dee, of course, is quite possible.
It's possible. For the world is full of zanies and fools
Who don't believe in sensible rules
and won't believe what sensible people say.
And because these Dapton do-it-I don'ts keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible. It's possible.
Ago I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling. You gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling
frothy little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble I could break her little arm. Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? So obviously unusual. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me? Her face is exquisite, I suppose, but no more exquisite than a rose is. Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a daisy's. Her neck is no longer than a swan. She's only as dainty as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is a fellow going crazy? Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? She's a frothy little bubble with a frilly sort of air, and with very little trouble I could pull out all her hair. Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you?
talks as if she knows. I do not know that this is so. I only just suppose. I suppose that when you come to the ballroom and the room itself is floating in the air, if you're suddenly confronted by his highness, you are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid he'll hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance. You are seriously thinking of retreating. Then you see to hear him asking you to dance. A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering, "Darling, I love you." You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
A lovely night.
How lovely.
A lovely night.
How lovely.
A finer night you know you'll never see.
How lovely.
You meet
Your friend,
a charming
prince.
As charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven
Tremble above you.
while he is whispering.
darling, I love you.
You say goodbye, away you fly.
But on your lips you keep a kiss.
All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
I've got to.
Before last night, you didn't know a thing about her. And you don't know anything about her now.
Except that she's beautiful. And all the girls last night were equally beautiful.
I don't want to hear about anyone else, Mother. She's not like the others. She's different than any other girl I've ever met.
But how can you know that after one night? Are you making believe you see in her a girl too lovely to be really true? Do you love her because she's wonderful? Or is she wonderful because you love her? Is she the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or is she really as wonderful as she seems?
All my life, I've been searching for something. And I finally found it.
Someone wants you. You know who. Now you're living. There's music in you. Now you're here. for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. A slipper made of glass is just a shoe, and dreamers never make a dream come true. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such folderol and fiddle-dee-dee of courses. Impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Impossible.
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 Impossible. Pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage.
And 4 white mice are easily turned to horses. Such folderol and fiddle-dee-dee